Nuclear war. Two words that can send chills down your spine. It's a terrifying thought, a scenario we hope never to face. The mere mention of it conjures images of devastation and despair. Imagine a world where cities lie in ruins, streets are empty, and the air is thick with uncertainty. It's a haunting vision, one that lingers in the back of our minds. But the reality is, the threat is real. News reports and military movements remind us that the possibility, however remote, exists. In a world of escalating tensions, where nations flex their military might and political leaders engage in high-stakes diplomacy, the specter of nuclear conflict looms large. That's where bunkers come in. These underground fortresses, strategically located and meticulously designed, offer a glimmer of hope. Built to withstand unimaginable destruction, bunkers provide a chance of survival in the face of Armageddon. They are more than just structures, they are lifelines. Throughout history, bunkers have been a testament to human resilience. From the Cold War era to modern times, they symbolize our will to live and our determination to protect our loved ones. Imagine this. The sirens blare, the ground trembles, and, deep down, that the world is about to change forever. The urgency is palpable. You race towards your only sanctuary, a bunker. It's a desperate dash, fueled by the instinct to survive. It's a race against time, a fight for survival. Every second counts and every step brings you closer to safety. The heavy steel door clangs shut, sealing you off from the chaos above. You're safe for now, but safety comes with its own set of challenges. Inside the bunker, the real challenge begins. It's not just about surviving the initial blast, it's about enduring the aftermath. Supplies are limited, and the confined space can take a toll on your mental and physical well-being. Rationing becomes a daily routine. Every meal, every sip of water is carefully measured. The uncertainty of how long you'll need to stay underground weighs heavily on your mind. Keeping occupied is crucial. Books, games, and other activities become essential for maintaining morale. The days blend into weeks, and the weeks into months. Time becomes a blur. Marking off days on a calendar is a small but significant way to maintain a sense of normalcy. Communication with the outside world is limited. A radio becomes your lifeline to news and updates, but the static and uncertainty can be maddening. Nostalgia sets in. Looking at family photos, you long for the days when life was simple and carefree. The bunker, though a sanctuary, is also a constant reminder of the world you've left behind. Documenting your experience becomes a way to cope. Writing in a journal helps process the emotions and fears that come with living in such close quarters. Planning for the future is essential. You think about what life will be like when you finally emerge. The world above may be changed, but the human spirit remains unbroken. And when that day comes, when the bunker door finally opens and you step out into the sunlight, you'll know that you have survived one of the greatest challenges imaginable. Bunkers are more than just shelters, they are symbols of hope, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. Down here, survival hinges on preparation. It's not just about having enough supplies, it's about having the right supplies, meticulously organized and easily accessible. Every item you stockpile could mean the difference between life and death in an emergency situation. Your lifeline depends on what you've stockpiled within these concrete walls. From food and water to medical supplies and tools, every item has its place and purpose. The key is to think ahead and plan for every possible scenario. Food, water, air, the essentials of life take on a whole new meaning in a survival situation. It's not just about having enough to get by, it's about ensuring you have the right balance of nutrients and resources to maintain your health and well-being over an extended period. We're talking about enough to last not days, not weeks, but potentially months, even years. Think long-lasting, nutrient-rich foods. Dried goods like rice and beans are your best bet. These staples are not only easy to store but also provide essential nutrients and energy, and beans are your best bet. They have a long shelf life and can be used in a variety of recipes to keep your meals interesting and nutritious. Canned goods offer variety, but remember, space is limited. Choose items that are versatile and can be used in multiple dishes. Also, consider the nutritional value and shelf life of each item. Water is the elixir of life. Without it, survival is impossible. It's crucial to have a reliable and ample supply of clean drinking water. A year's supply for each person is the gold standard. This ensures that you have enough to drink, cook, and maintain hygiene for an extended period. Don't forget water purification tablets. These small but mighty tools can be a lifesaver if your main supply runs out or becomes contaminated. They can be a lifesaver if your main supply runs out. Always have a backup plan for water purification, whether it's tablets, filters, or boiling methods. In a survival situation, redundancy is key to ensuring your safety and well-being. The air we breathe, so easily taken for granted, becomes a precious commodity in the aftermath of a nuclear explosion. The outside world is a toxic wasteland, choked with radioactive fallout. Your bunker's air filtration system is your only defense. This is not the time for makeshift solutions. You need a system specifically designed to filter out radioactive particles. Regular maintenance is crucial. Your life depends on it. The body might be safe, but what about the mind? In the confines of a bunker, the physical threats may be kept at bay, but the mental battles are just beginning. The psychological impact of prolonged confinement can be as devastating as any physical threat. The mind, left to its own devices, can spiral into dark places. Imagine the crushing weight of uncertainty, the constant questioning of what comes next, and the endless waiting. The fear of the unknown looms large, casting a shadow over every thought and action. The relentless pressure of survival gnaws at the edges of sanity. Every day is a battle to maintain a semblance of normalcy. It's enough to break even the strongest spirit. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. The same faces, the same routine, the same four walls. The monotony becomes suffocating. The lack of natural light can disrupt your sleep patterns, mess with your mood. The body craves sunlight, and without it, the mind starts to falter. It's a breeding ground for anxiety, depression, even claustrophobia. The walls seem to close in, and the air feels heavier. The mind's silent struggle becomes a deafening roar, a constant companion in the darkness. Finding ways to cope becomes essential. Some turn to journaling, pouring their thoughts onto paper in an attempt to make sense of the chaos. Others practice mindfulness, grounding themselves in the present moment to stave off the encroaching darkness. Maintaining a sense of connection, even if it's just talking to a camera, can provide a lifeline in the isolation. Memories of loved ones and happier times become a source of solace, a reminder of what awaits beyond the bunker walls. In the end, it's the resilience of the human spirit that shines through. Despite the silent struggle, hope remains, a beacon in the darkness. Section 5. Hope Underground, Preserving Mental Well-Being. Survival, however, is not just about staying alive, it's about holding on to your sanity, your humanity. The key here is to establish a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos. Routine is your friend. Wake up, eat, exercise, work on tasks, just like you would above ground. Keep your minds engaged. Books, games, puzzles, these aren't luxuries, they're mental lifelines. And don't underestimate the power of human connection. Talk to each other, share stories, offer support. Remember, you're in this together. Section 6. Whispers from Above. Staying connected to the outside. While the outside world may seem lost, maintaining contact is absolutely vital for survival. A battery-powered radio, a lifeline to the outside world, becomes your most prized possession in these times. Listen carefully for news of the outside world. Are there any signs of life out there? Is it finally safe to emerge from hiding? Information is power, even in the post-apocalyptic world we now inhabit. Section 7. The clock ticks, real-world bunker simulations. Don't underestimate the psychological toll of confinement. Studies have shown that even short durations can lead to stress, anxiety, and sleep disturbances. Imagine the impact of months or even years underground. There have been real-life experiments, volunteers living in simulated bunker environments testing the limits of human endurance. The results are fascinating, sometimes alarming. Section 8. Lessons Learned, Insights from the Deep. These simulations offer valuable lessons. They highlight the importance of social cohesion, the need for strong leadership, and the power of hope. Most importantly, they remind us that humans are incredibly adaptable creatures. We can endure, we can adapt, we can survive. Section 9. Beyond Survival, Re-entering a Changed World. Emerging from the bunker is a victory, a testament to human resilience, but it's also the start of a new challenge. The world you once knew is gone, forever changed. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat, all contaminated. The landscape is scarred, the air thick with an eerie silence. This is the new reality, a world struggling to rebuild. Section 10. The human factor, resilience, and the will to live. The human spirit, however, is a powerful force. It's the will to live, the drive to rebuild that will determine our future. Remember, even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. It's this hope that will guide our steps, fuel our determination, and ultimately, lead us towards a new dawn. Section 11. Final thoughts. A glimmer of hope in a darkened world. So, how long can you survive in a bunker after a nuclear war? The truth is, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It depends on the size of the bunker, the supplies available, and perhaps most importantly, the will to survive. But one thing is clear, a bunker is not a guaranteed ticket to survival. It's a chance, a fighting opportunity, and sometimes, that's all we need.